Hello, dear friends. Today we have Krish Iyer with us, who got through top US schools as far as the arts and design schools are concerned. Today he will be sharing with us his journey, how he got through these schools, and the strategies, tips, and tricks that you should follow to get through top schools if you're applying for arts and design schools. So, hello, welcome, Krish. How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good.
Perfect, perfect. So, Krish, why don't you begin with your introduction?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Krish Iyer, and I studied in Hindustan International School in Chennai. And after my 12th grade, I took a decision to take a gap year so I can apply to art schools abroad. Art has always been a passion of mine, and I wanted to pursue it as a career. And before I even decided to apply to art schools abroad, I had made a plan of how my career would go after school. Um, I first began by writing my SAT, for which through which I met Naveen sir. As I've known, and as I think a lot of us can relate to, we don't have that much information and exposure to applying to art schools and in general schools abroad. And I think that Naveen sir really opened my eyes in that aspect and introduced me to several things like Common App. And I think that that was one of the biggest helps. And it was not just with SAT; it was also an overall information and guidance that I got. Um, After that, I began shortlisting all my colleges, an idea of what schools were in the US. And I primarily applied for the US because I'm a citizen there. I was born there. But there are art schools all around the world that are very good. UK is also has a good collection. Um, so the schools on my list were the School of the Art Institute, Chicago, Maryland Institute College of the Arts, California College of the Arts, College for Creative Studies, Savannah College of Art and Design, Ringling College of Art and Design, Rhode Island School of Design, and Pacific Northwest College of Arts. I got into all of these colleges, and I also was offered a scholarship at all of these colleges at varying amounts. And I'm happy to say that after lots of consideration and exploring my options, Maryland Institute College of the Arts is the right fit for me, and that's the one that I'll be attending this fall.
Art school, a very specific preparation is required. So these are very different in terms of what is required in the application. You're supposed to build portfolio, so the application process is also very different from when you apply to other courses. So how did you build yourself when before you started applying to the art school in the US?
So a lot of people don't know a lot about art schools, including me in the beginning. But it's not just an entrance exam like it is in India. We actually need to show our work and what we've done so far. It's not just about what we did in school. It's also a collection of what we've done in the art industry, whether it's just sketches and drawings from our pastime or focused work and pieces that we are proud of. So a portfolio consists of 15 to 20 pieces of art, and they can be in any medium. It's not like it has to be this it has to be on pencil and paper or painting on canvas. It can be anything as long as it's done by you and it's a recent piece of work. Initially I had a lot of nervousness in picking my best pieces of work because of course it's tough to judge yourself and decide what's best. But after a while I slowly picked out my pieces, and I also attended portfolio reviews, which a lot of these schools offer. They just join in a Zoom meeting and they let you know what you can improve in your portfolio, which was very helpful. And I think through the journey, it was important for me to also understand where my value lies as an artist, to choose which ones are my best and work towards my better work. And at the end, I happened to have 20 pieces of portfolio. And as well as that, I had to also write pieces that explained the ideas behind the actual drawings and the paintings. And so at the end of that, somehow I had 20 pieces of work. It seemed overwhelming in the beginning, but at the end, I had a body of work that I could submit to these schools through which they could then decide whether or not you'd be a good fit for the school.
Okay, so Krish, how did Hello Study Global help you in your journey to pursue education abroad?
So my first encounter with Hello Study Global was actually a memorable event for me because that day was stressful because I had to do a lot of sample calls with a lot of institutions trying to prepare me for SAT. And all of them were just overloading me with information and curriculum and books and, the fees. And as soon as I met Naveen sir, it was such a relaxing moment. And he explained to me clearly what the priorities are and how I should prep for SAT. And I think as soon as the meeting was over, I turned to my parents and I said, this is the one I want to join. And Hello Study Global has helped me not only understand the importance of writing a SAT exam, but also preparing for the exam, as well as open my eyes on the entire application process. Because before that, I had no idea about any of this administrative work. I just knew that I wanted to draw and I wanted to do that for a living. And I think that Naveen sir and Hello Study Global has really helped me bridge the gap between the two.
Okay, Krish. So what motivated you to pick up art as a field of study and pursue it in your undergraduate studies?
Art has always been a passion of mine, whether it's drawing under the desk during math class or coming back home excited to paint something. But I knew that it's not a conventional career that people follow in our country. And at some point, I had to realize that there are real options. And I think it started when I started following my favorite artists, and they told me that it is possible and it is a real thing. And slowly, after understanding lots of things about the art industry, I understood that it's a lot of things are false that we hear. And it's not just art industry. There's so many industries like that. I think our education system is very efficient, but it has a system and a way of putting things into a catalog and having us tick a box to decide our entire future. And that is so scary. And I think that it shouldn't be like that. I think that we should not mend ourselves to a system and instead mend the system to our needs and our wants. And that's what I learned to do, because I knew what I definitely did not want to do after going to 8 years of school. That's how I knew what I wanted to do.
Very good. That's very, again, very inspirational, Krish. So you've been very focused in the beginning, and you knew what you wanted to do, and you gradually built yourself to that point where your application became strong. So a lot of our viewers are going to take clue from this, and how they should conduct themselves, how they should build themselves in the long journey to apply to undergraduate programs of their choices. Great. And final piece of advice that, Krish, you'd like to give to our viewers who are watching you right now and who planning to apply to art schools in US or any other country for that matter?
My advice to undergraduate applicants would be to just understand that the journey, it's a big journey and it's a long journey, and every journey has its steps, and it's important to take the journey one step at a time, because it's easy to get overwhelmed in the beginning. And if you just take it slow and understand what you want and not what the school wants from you, you'll be able to mend everything for your interests and your needs. And if you take it one step at a time, you can keep your mind focused on what you want for your future, and at the end you can end up in a place where you can have beautiful experiences and build a good career. Thank you.
That's really motivating for the listeners, for the viewers who are watching you right now, Krish. So thank you so much for your time, and it has
Thank you.
been a wonderful discussion. Thank you, Krish.
Thank you, sir.
To stay updated with more such interviews, do subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.